Yes, guys, Stamps here, and welcome back to Untagged episode number 7. If you guys don't know what this show is already, you should do by now. This is the show where we talk about all of the recent hashtag games, the ones coming up in the future, anything else in between, unseen bits, and everything else going on in the world right now. If you guys want to listen to the full extended cut, head over to our audio platforms and search Untagged on there to make sure you can tune in over there. Back to our guest, PK. Back. What are you doing, by the way? Why are you throwing up gang signs?
I'm not. You know, on BBC they always have someone on the side in the early mornings doing.
Only BBC and only early mornings.
Yeah, I used to think they were breakdancing, and then my dad told me that it was sign language.
PK's back, guys, and to his right we've got the main man, the boss himself, my boss, chairman, mullet man as well. We'll call you, Spencer Owen. Can we get a round of applause in the studio? He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I got a bone to pick with you.
Please pick it.
Win streak. You just decided to walk away after the biggest game of the season.
What are you talking about? No, the win streak continued while I was away for quite a few games, I'll have you know.
Yeah, so it was going, it was in full flow, and you just decided, I'm out.
I thought everything's going well, so I don't want to disrupt anything, so I'll take a step away for a little bit. It continued for another, 3 or 4 games, then Stowmarket tragedy occurred. But we've bounced back from that.
Tragedy.
That one's not even in my mind. I've forgotten about that game. Never happened in my...
Because you brought it up, as I was away out the country at the time, and let me tell you, when you're watching your team play away, what's great is that you guys allowed me to stream the games from abroad so I could watch them live. It was amazing. When you're winning, it's the best feeling in the world. You feel like, because especially in the time difference, I'd watch the game like 7 a.m, be over at 9, lovely weather, go out, feel like the best, top of the world. And I was thinking, what a lovely way to live. And then we lost the game. And when you lose, you feel like the worst human on the planet. You're like, I should be there. It's my fault. I'm very superstitious. Like, it's loads of little things, including the mullet. The mullet is because of the win streak. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
So what now? The mullet is gonna go?
Well, look, what happened was I was growing a mullet for a little bit because my little boy has a sort of mullet as well, little mullet brothers. And then you kept winning. Everyone kept winning. And he got to like 10 games and I was like, well, I can't change anything now. So I didn't get the haircut. Yeah. And then when the time we got to 21 games, it was basically a proper mullet. And I was like, I've committed now, so I might as well see it through. So we're gonna stay with it. What do you think? You like it, don't you?
I like it. I'm having it.
Can you show the camera
you want to see the full full? It's still early days. It needs to get down there.
Yeah,
it needs to get down
I've
there.
seen it worse.
You said worse. What, you don't like it?
No, as in like I've seen it longer.
Oh, but you said worse.
Oh no, I don't think it was longer than this. I don't think it was longer than this. I think in lockdown mullet it was a homemade mullet, and I used to shave the sides of my head, like proper shave them. It's like completely gone. So it looked longer. It was never this long though, I don't think. It's an optical illusion.
Fair enough.
So we did a whole podcast on the mullet, or
no?
Okay.
Well, let's so obviously whilst you were away, what did you think about the performance, like the football we were playing? Obviously you're watching the full 90, right? You're not just watching the video. So what did you think of the?
I'm watching the full 90 minutes. First game was Tilbury that I missed. It was obviously ridiculous, like 8 goals. Amazing. Try and remember what the order of the games now, but then we won against Felixstowe, I think was after that, wasn't it? Yeah. Which again was solid. They're a good team. They've been a bit of a bogey team for us. Obviously Stowmarket, we've never actually beaten them, in 2 seasons of trying. So that was a frustrating one, but the run was going to come to an end eventually. It was kind of a relief in a way. I don't know how you guys felt as players, because the run was great, but it was almost taking a bit away from trying to win the league and just get the points we need. So I think once it's done, and then we bounce back with another couple of wins. So it's been good, mate. It's been good. Okay, cool. Then let's talk about Goulston quickly then. Obviously, coach journey.
Goulston was Saturday. Good Chinese as well there.
Good Chinese.
Great Chinese. What Goulston? Coach journey. Nathan, have you not seen Nathan's initiation?
I saw that one. Yeah.
You know,
Sean Paul, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good though. And he remixed it at the end.
He put his little hashtag spin to it. But I'm telling you, he's done that before.
Okay, remix. Hashtag the way we keep, we need you respect, keep it, that's why we got the right keys, we to protect us from the start. Tell you all that yes, you are the star.
He didn't make that up just there and then.
Oh yeah, because you good. What are you saying that as in you've seen?
He didn't
him
do an initiation at Enfield. I've never seen his initiation, but he's definitely done that before. It was way too good. And Critchy didn't want to do it. He paid £50.
Oh,
he paid
really?
£50.
He paid £50.
Is that the going rate these days? To get initiation?
To get out of initiation, £50. That's cheap.
I heard Greg Halford paid that in a heartbeat though.
You know Greg.
He just went, love. He just
Just done it. Eyes closed. Charge it to the
Only
game.
50.
Critchley, bro, that's poor, man.
That is so
That's
poor.
so
I feel like you can't bottle things like
He's
that.
young as well. Like, I bet he ain't done many initiations in his time. Like, I think
George
that's poor.
Smith never did it, did he? When he was with us,
Yeah, he's
dodged
a
it.
known bottle job. So
Yeah.
Did Matty Woodridge do one?
I don't know.
Was it in Jersey?
No, yeah,
that
he
one?
did. He did one in Jersey. I remember him singing. I filmed it. Yeah,
Is it, yeah?
He did one. Yeah.
Fair play. Fair play.
So yeah, we got the clean sheet against Galston, and then obviously the game on Monday or just yesterday is the time we're filming.
Wait. Sorry. To go back to Galston, I watched the highlights and none of my jinky bits were in there. Me
Well, you
and
had your
Jermaine-
long runs though. Your run from the box to the other box. That was good.
I ain't doing that again. My chest was caving in.
See,
after.
I do try, bro. You always say I don't back you. Yeah, I tried. Like, if the jinky majinky doesn't result in anything that's highlight,
No, there's
then
always
it's
a
not-
result.
What he's saying is you've got no end product.
That's what he's trying to say.
No.
Because he said if it doesn't result in anything. What
depends.
you
If you
understand
don't-
is I don't do skills for the sake of doing skills unless we're wasting time. So it's resulting into something.
Yeah.
It might be me losing the ball. So people need to see, because some people think I don't lose the ball.
Yeah,
It
but
might
like,
result in you losing the ball. Is that you said?
Yeah,
That's not an end product, is it? That's the opposite of an end product.
Is the product's ended with the other person.
If that's a product, it means he's got to put every time you ever get the ball in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is a dodgy salesman. They go there.
bro, I'm doing you a favor. I'm making you look good, bro.
I don't want to look like Zeus. I already look like Zeus.
So, on to the Whittam game then.
Yeah.
3 words to describe that game.
Relief, great, exciting.
Wow, you haven't gone rogue this week. What's going on?
Cause you know what? I mean, like that's actually how I felt about the game. Like I was so happy that Lou scored. Lou deserved it, man.
Yeah, I said that.
He
Yeah.
deserved his goal,
same.
man. And then obviously I took away his goal at the Whittam game when I done the.
Yeah, you talk
I
about
don't know
your
who keeps putting me on corners.
Do you think your corner did go off then? You think you got that right?
I don't think it went off. I was celebrating. We were so in the mode, like I didn't even think about it going off. But like the Lionel flagged for it straight away, like so I've just made me think that it might have gone off.
It's always the danger with the outswingers, isn't it? That you might
take it to put too much, and it was windy that day as well.
It was, yeah.
Do you know what it is? I used to watch Beckham a lot, bend it like Beckham. I was in that movie, so I really bent it, but they're not used to seeing the bend.
I used to seeing it go off the pitch. Yeah.
Ben, 3 words to describe the Whittam game.
This is one word, but with a hyphen. Tiki tagger, which we came up with on the
we came with
commentary
that on the
yesterday.
stream. I like that actually. I think it's actually. What was the other one you said?
The other one, I can't remember. Had something to do with tags, though, didn't it? Tiki tagger, impressive, and I'm trying to think of a good word for this, but like distracted. And that's not based on the performance. That's based on the fact that me and everyone around the ground was distracted by looking at what was happening in the other game, which you guys didn't get, which is good. You know, the players should just do what they have to do and win the game, which is exactly what we did. But I wasn't able to enjoy it in the way that I would have enjoyed that game any other week in the season, because as soon as you see Sudbury score, which we knew was going to happen, it didn't have that same impact it could have had. But it's still great. It's put us in the position we're in for the next 2 games.
Yeah. So we've broken down that game. We've spoken about it, but now we're going to watch the clips, right? We're going to go through the goals, our goals only, obviously. We're going to get these up now. Obviously, if you guys are listening on audio platforms as well, you can watch these clips over on the Hashtag United Extra channel. But we're going to take a look at the 4 goals that Hashtag scored against Whittam Town.
Oh, that's the
That's
outside
the
foot.
pass, isn't it?
That's the
pass.
one,
That's
yeah.
the pass we're talking about.
Pre-assist.
Oh, this is Pedro's, isn't it? What Toby does here is filthy. And then Jermaine, good composure. You know what won't get the appreciation in that goal that it should is Jermaine's set to Pedro, because he could have easily like given him a little bit of a bouncing ball, put it on his wrong foot. He said it so nicely.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Pedro did actually shout him out in the post-match interview. He said it was a really good set. He was able to just literally walk onto it and just bang it without.
Did
even
it go
thinking.
through his legs?
I think it did.
Oh no!
You'll see the second camera in a minute.
And Jermaine's chopped him. What? I'm surprised he hasn't shot there.
I was screaming at him. I said, "Someone just shoot, bruv. Just hit it with your left foot." Look.
Oh, no. It's a bit sort of clumsily nice from Toby, I think.
That number 6 was clumsy.
And then this, like I say, the finish is amazing from Pedro, but that set is perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, you
Just
can
to lift it.
It's harder to miss than score.
That reminded me, that finish, the way he's hit it with such conviction, like off the floor, top bins, reminds me of the goal against Tilbury that he scored. He just licked it ran onto it first time.
And just hit it.
Curling ball.
Right, and what happens here? Because I think the keeper touches it onto the bar, doesn't he? And then Tom, does it come off his back?
I heard so many stories about this one. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. Look, by the time like this comes out, the game will have already been edited. Tomo said to me he's handballed it.
Really?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said it to me as well.
Oh.
He came to me. He's like, "Yeah, I handballed it.
Half time, he said to me,
Let's have a look.
whose goal was it, Stamps? I said,
Oh, he might have, you know.
Watch,
His
there's an
hands
even
up like
closer
that.
replay. Look, this one right here, look. I don't know
That's
why.
why I love Tomo. He knows the tricks.
Pedro said this was going in, by the way.
It was going in, 100%.
No, it was bouncing back off the post.
No, but the keeper gets a touch on it, I think.
Look. See?
That might have bounced across the goal, no? I think it might
Across the
bounce
goal, yeah.
like, across and in.
I don't think it's going in. I think the touch come from Tomo.
Well, Tomo's disguised, if it is a handball, he's disguised it very well.
And this one here, bro.
This
Look
is
at
lovely.
the little play, yeah.
This is my favourite one of the game. Because it's just all one touch. Oh, here's two there. And he goes there, and then Lewis goes bang. It's not powerful, but it
It's
doesn't need
such
to
a
be.
good goal, by
It's
the
a
way.
great finish. I don't do that enough, you know.
Just walk
I'm gonna
onto
take
it.
a touch and try and set myself and get myself ready. Whereas sometimes you just gotta bang it. You just
Literally.
directed it.
Passed it straight into the corner.
Toby's
like,
done well here as well.
You've been playing alongside him, obviously, while Max has been out. Like, last few games, Lewis really pushed on.
Yeah,
He?
he's pushing on. He's pushing on well. Every game he's been like. I feel like he just needed a bit of fitness.
Yeah. Because he's doing all the things that Max does so well. He's winning
everything,
getting everywhere.
everything in the air, getting around,
Bro, keeper doesn't even move. He just watches it.
planted.
Yeah, I went mental. I can't lie when this one in. I was like, there's no one on the pitch that deserves it more, man.
Again, good set from Toby
Look
as
at
well.
that.
Yeah, very good set.
Lovely.
Yeah, that was a nice goal. That was where we got the tiki-taka phrase out. 'Cause it was like watching
We moved the ball well, very well. And
keeper can't do anything about that.
And then
did
this
you
one-
clock that the guy was man marking me? The 8.
No.
He was following me everywhere. Whatever.
And then this one's Jermaine's goal, right? Like I was walking around the ground at this point with Eddie, and like I just heard shouting and just saw Jermaine celebrating. And I saw he was where he started celebrating from looked quite far out.
How good is that touch
Like,
there?
Yeah.
Where he
Look at
just
that.
lets it come
Just-
across.
0 to 100, burst of pace, bang. Not sure what the keeper's saying though.
You know what it is
Bouncing.
though? Keefe and the gaffer did say to us the last few games. He said your next 3 games. This was before Goulston. Hit all your shots low. He kept saying to us, once you hit them shots low, they're gonna struggle to deal with it. So fair play to them. They told us that.
It bounces right before the
Yeah,
keeper as well, which makes it tough. But yeah, Jermaine's made that out of nothing just from letting the ball come across his body. He's so brave and he backs his touch so well that he can allow himself to be in. You do the same thing, to be fair, to allow yourself to be in a position that other players would be scared to be in,
Yeah.
and then push away.
Fearless. But yeah, I felt we scored some very good team goals over the weekend. I don't know how you felt about it on the pitch.
Doing the top 10 goals this season, you're not gonna struggle.
Yeah,
Yes.
because obviously we've got the awards coming up, and we've got to start thinking about who's going to be the nominations for goal of the season. You've definitely got one candidate for sure in there
Oh yeah, Whittam.
against Whittam. It's got a chance. I think it's got a chance. It might even get my vote. I need to look at them all. What else is in
I'd
the
say it's
conversation?
rigged if I don't win that.
You just forgotten about it. haven't you?
Match fixing. Match
If
fixing.
you couldn't vote for yourself, if you got one like, off the
Jermaine's
top
goal,
of your...
that bicycle kick.
Oh yeah, that's
That
very
scissor
good.
thing was
And
crazy.
Teniola versus Grays.
Nah, that's not clean.
But also the Toby
It's
one
near
against
this.
East Thurrock as well
Oh,
from
that
that
one
tight
was
angle.
mad.
That
And
was
I
a
like
joke
Toby
of a
against
goal.
Coggeshaw as well.
Yeah, that
The
was
one where
good
he just
strike.
smacked it. That's a clean
Good
strike.
strike, yeah.
Some candidates for sure. Yeah, and then I know you don't want to. We're talking about Whittam more, but the goals. What happened with the Goulston goalkeeper? Because there's obviously something that's gone on there.
I didn't even know what happened. What do you know what happened?
I think so. You can see that. So Nashi obviously takes pictures right during the game. And
Yeah.
There's a part where the corner's coming in, and they've both like literally the little hashtag design on the shirt is being like stretched out. They both got a hold of each other, and there's just a lot of like going back and forth. So when we actually scored, Toby then went straight up to his face and what did he do? He started going like this. Or
That was
something
after the
like
final
that.
goal, yeah, with Jermaine,
after
yeah.
the last goal.
There's that photo of him. Like it looks like it's not really punched him, but
He's not punching him, but he's
Yeah.
like pushing him away with his fist.
Did you see what their guy did to Phelpsy? It was so late. He literally Phelpsy's come up
that
for
one,
the thing,
yeah.
and he literally just elbowed him. But they were playing nasty.
Yeah.
They were playing real nasty.
Now, PK, this one's on you, bro. You've had a lot to say while Spen's been away, saying he's in the Illuminati, he's getting his stats
Can't
wrong.
Yeah.
Where is he? You've punched him a couple
Yeah, I
times.
saw that was outrageous
as
behaviour.
well.
That was
Now-
your twin, though, wasn't it? That was your twin that did that. You said
Yeah,
it,
that
Joe.
wasn't me. That wasn't me.
I didn't even know he had an
I
identical
stroke
twin.
it.
What?
I stroke
You
it.
do what?
I stroke it. It's quite big as well.
That's what she said. What?
Width and girth.
Wow. So
We had to
now,
say that,
now
didn't
Spen's here in the flesh in front of you. What have you got to say?
I just want to join Illuminati as well.
Huh?
Get your application in, mate. We'll get back to you in 6 to 8 weeks.
That is long.
Don't forget to give us your credit card details as well when you're done.
Yeah, PK, I've got live-o proof as well that this is you, by the way. This ain't no clone, no...
I know. Is that
technical-
guy you lot saying is
Let's
me?
just run the clip. Let's watch it first.
He's got different ears. You can tell that's not him.
You think because you own the club, you can do whatever you like and not give me pre-assist?
That is funny.
I know Asicula Predator, and I'll have a word with him, and he'll give me the pre-assist if you don't want to give it to me. You sit right there, yeah. I don't want to speak to you right now.
Down there. Don't put him down there.
How's that?
You know, it's like voodoo. When you did that, I felt that in Costa Rica. I physically felt
It
that.
started shaking. It started shaking. So whose idea was to do this segment? LP. I feel like this is LP's idea.
Don't worry, I've seen the clip, mate. I've been watching. Don't worry.
He watches and...
Yeah, I know, but we spoke about it already. We cleared the air.
Yeah, you told me it was your twin, and I believe you.
Because I wouldn't.
But
do
you
such
did
a
mention
thing.
pre-assists. Let me tell you, I only started tracking pre-assists. You know, I track all the stats
Yeah.
this year because of you.
him.
Yeah.
You started telling me how you got the most pre-assists, and I thought, well, let's find out. I went back for all the games,
Yeah.
watched every goal, every pre-assist, and let me tell you, I'm very generous with my assists and pre-assists. I definitely give ones that like FPL wouldn't give. So do you want to know where you are in the club?
I want to know where I am.
Where do you reckon you are? Do you reckon you're top one, number one, top 5, top 10?
I think I'm top 5 because a lot of the times, especially like guys like Toby, when I give them dinner, they throw the plate away and they just don't want to eat.
Yeah, I'm not that generous on pre-assists. They're only in the game. Obviously, if you don't know, pre-assist apparently is defined as the pass before the assist.
Yeah.
And like I say, I'm very generous. If someone wins a free kick, for example, and then that free kick is taken and there's a goal from that, one person that wins the free kick gets the pre-assist. I'm very, very generous.
Okay.
You're joint 7th on pre-assist. Bear in mind that you said you're a number 1 in the club. You've got 4. You got 4 pre-assists this season.
What?
Love.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? I was saying it to the boys in the change room. I don't really worry about stats.
Oh, okay.
I was saying it to the boys.
That one.
Me and Greg were arguing about it. Then he
one.
turned around and said to me, because I said I don't care about stats. Then I came back and I was like, oh, I need to look at my stats and see how much running I've done. Then I said I don't care about
Yeah, we need
stats.
to look at the running as well. But I mean, one thing you'd probably be happy to hear is you have broken a record. In your
Of
first
what?
ever season at the club, you have broken a club all-time record.
Of what?
And you haven't even played the full season yet.
Oh, yeah.
Most red cards. I know that's what he's going to say.
The
Most red
worst
cards.
discipline in
Oh my
a season.
Lord.
1 red card and 9 yellows.
I've got the worst discipline.
No one's ever had that many cards within a season before for hashtag.
9 yellows.
And the 1 red card, yeah.
And how many for dissent? 0. I never get dissents.
Okay, well done. Is that better or worse? I don't know.
No,
but it's
because-
good that you shouldn't get this. It's surprising you don't get. They need to invent like a new type of yellow for PK. It's not dissent, but it's like I don't know what the word would be, but like just messing about on the pitch.
No, I think all of mine are tackles. Like I do that Fernandinho thing where if someone's breaking and I just drop into you, or you're gonna break and I'm just gonna trip you up.
Yeah.
And then obviously I get the red card. How many red cards have I got? 1.
Yeah, 1. And it is, you could argue it shouldn't have been a red, maybe. I mean, I'm on your side for that one. But the, no, what I mean
Worst
is, like, I'm
discipline
surprised
award.
you haven't got a yellow for some of the other stuff you do, which is enjoyable when you don't cost us.
Gaffer hates it.
All the little
Gaffer-
break dancing moves you do and all this
Gaffer
stuff.
hates it. But I always say to Gaffer, I never get a yellow for any like stupidity that I do because I always do it in like I'm a man that trigonometrically does it. So I'm doing it with a way of like
Tactically.
yeah, like more or less is like an abstract concept
Okay.
used by a man to know how far through the day we are. Like time.
Got you.
Trust me.
I'm actually
100% with you.
surprised myself, but also as well, I do feel like it's entertaining though. I can't lie. Like, as
I
a
feel
fan
like when
watching
I
it, it's
play
entertaining.
football, when I'm entertained and I'm entertaining myself, because that's what I'm doing it for. Like I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah.
When I make myself laugh, that's when I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when the boys enjoy it as well. Cause it's like, yeah, like I see Jermaine giggling like when E-Man missed, yeah, like instead of getting angry with him, he knows himself like I've missed a sitter here. Wait, we didn't speak about that. That was Goulston, innit?
yeah.
Oh my, he's got away with murder. How's that not a clip, man?
18 Mr. Sitter in the exact
yeah,
same
the
ground
same
against
place.
Lowestoft.
Same place.
But
That
it's like-
spot's cursed.
The boys enjoy it. Like I was like to E-Man. I was like to Jermaine, did you see E-Man miss? And we just both started giggling and we're just laughing.
It's a good way to be, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you can laugh about like your mistakes, everyone's like a little bit more relaxed. Everyone knows the standards, right? So like,
because even like I forgot what game it was. E-Man was having a bad game. But yeah, it sounds like E-Man has a lot of bad games. But we've come in and I don't know who said it. Someone's come in and is like, "What, Larry? Was it your decision to take off E-Man? Because when we took off E-Man, we started winning." And then you know what E-Man's... Yeah, listen, pal.
Listen, pal.
Listen, pal. Listen, pal.
Listen, pal, I'll have you know.
He's like, I'll have you know, it was my decision to come off for the better of the team because I wanted us to win. I went at the races today. It's all right, pal.
We go again. We go again.
Yeah, man, it's good. Even if I'm having a stinker, I can't even sit down. As soon as I get in the change room, I can just feel Greg breathing down my neck.
Waiting to get onto
breathing
you.
down my neck. He's
Waiting
waiting for it. It's good though, man.
PK, you must know about the Wembley Cup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know how good the Wembley Cup's been to us. I've even played in one. It's a great experience, you know, getting chopped by Jesse Waller-Lassen. Amazing. Great fun. Can we expect another one, Spen? I'm going to put you...
You're really going to ask me that?
Yeah.
Thought I was safe from these sort of questions in my own bloody gas.
Because me and you we're boys, innit? So we tell each other stuff.
The reality is those Wembley Cups were amazing. We did 4 of them. But every year they got harder to arrange with the amount of YouTubers there were, the amount of subscribers. They'd get bigger every single year. And then you got to factor in the fact that as amazing it is, and listen, I'd play at Wembley any day of the week. I'd pay to play there. It'd be such a privilege. But the reality is those YouTubers, most of them have played there 4 times now. So you haven't got the same offering as you do when you say to someone, do you want to play at Wembley? And they've never played there before. So I think first and foremost, you'd need to diversify it and change it location maybe, which was always impossible when it was an EE partnership and they had the Wembley sponsorship, right? So I think that sort of lost its shine a little bit. Not complaining for 1 second of playing at Wembley, but just telling you about how it was to arrange. There were players that turned down the chance to play there, believe it or not.
Big timers.
And then, yeah, you've got all those factors and how busy everyone is. And then I think, to be honest, that last one got too competitive. You know, we were going down a certain route as a club. We were going into non-league. We were very much trying to be the best team we could be. And there were other teams, not necessarily non-league, but trying to be, you know, as good as they can be. Yeah. And it lost a bit of the shine from the entertainment factor, which is much more akin to, say, what the Sidemen charity game is now, or Soccer Aid, which is really just has have a laugh. Let's put some dodgy keepers in goal and see how many goals we can score.
Do you not know who PK knows bare footballers, bruv? Van Dijk on his Insta. He
can
get some current Premier League footballers and we'll do, instead of legends, we'll do a current like Premier League player one, I think.
Rafael Leao's commenting on Pedro's stuff as well, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what's going down in our club.
PK can be the sponsor. He
Ben
can
White.
sponsor the whole thing.
Ben White.
Exactly. See what I mean?
I was with Maitland-Niles.
Maitland-Niles?
No.
Not Maitland-Niles, Maitland-Isles. This is
Maitland-Niles.
What were you doing with him? Just chilling?
No, I went to a party and he was there.
So
and was just vibing. He came to me and he was like to me, oh yeah. He said, well, you know what he said? Funny enough, Mariadonna. He's like, yo, Mariadonna. I was like, yeah, hashtag we're gone, man. We're gone.
I got a question for you. You know, after, you know, you can see in the team talk on the hashtag United Extra YouTube channel, after the Galston game, Dev said, look, those of you that are serious about trying to get promoted and do whatever, maybe don't have a big weekend before the Monday night. Did you listen to that advice?
I didn't have a big weekend. I had a weekend because life is for living. But I did listen to the advice. I didn't have a big weekend. I had a weekend.
Okay.
I went out, but I consumed water, not alcohol.
I think that's reasonable.
So I feel like I met Gaffer halfway.
Yeah, I'll be the first to say I think your performances this weekend were very good, both games.
I appreciate it.
90 minutes, both in 48 hours.
I don't like playing like 80s and that. Like I feel
crazy.
like even like when I go training, like some boys will be like, oh, I'm feeling a bit tight. Obviously, you manage your body, like however. But I'm like, if I'm at training, I got to train hard and like I'm here because I've left my house. If I leave my house to do something, I've got to do it to like the top level. I was gonna say,
if you're in your house, just
throwing
it in.
Just a shoulder shake. If you're in your house, just shake a shoulder. And
right, so let's get into the next segment then. It's the comments. Yeah, I loved it last week. It was good fun. We got 2 fake, 1 real. Yeah, Spen, obviously, you've watched the show, innit? You know what's going down. Yeah. We got 3 comments today. Let's take a look because I bet you I've been stitched up again. Right, first one, Ryan Cast, drinking game, drink every time Stampy blinks. I do blink a lot, you know, when I commentate. I'll give you that.
Jaundice. Maybe that's
white,
what it is.
Bro. Don't get me started on you, bro. What I saw on yesterday's video. Hey, listen. PK's trim is looking worse than Eli's.
Why are they doing Eli like that? Eli needs to come and defend himself, man.
To be fair though, when Eli went full skinhead, it was the best game he's ever played for the club. Lowestoft at home.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, bring it back, bring it back.
And PK's wearing a hat today, so hey. John says Spencer needs to learn the laws of the game. Shake my head.
Do I? Do I really? I think we're doing all right with me not knowing the laws of the game.
No one's saying my trim's worse than
I think
Eli.
I think the top one's real.
I think it could easily be the bottom one though. The rules of the game. I've definitely seen a comment that.
Yeah, I've seen a comment about the drinking games. That's why I'm going with that.
Yeah,
So James,
I'm
you've done a
going
good
with that
job
as well.
this week. Well done.
But it says 3 years ago. That's the clue. Is someone saying about how much you blinked 3 years ago?
Yeah. I've been here 3 years.
I know you have, but
What are you doing?
you didn't used to blink 3 years ago.
No, I used to do it. I remember I did like some giveaway for Wembley Cup tickets on my Instagram. And like it was raining in it. I had all the stuff out in my eye, and I was like, and when I give emphasis, I get into it in it. So I feel like that's the real one. That's my vote.
Well, I'll go John McGill's real just to be different.
All right, cool.
I'm going with Ryan Caster's reel.
Oh, so you're backing me, yeah?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm
we're
with
going for the drinking game. Drink every time Stampy blinks is the real comment.
Okay, so you know every week we try and twist it up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
This week we've actually
Done none
tested
of
you a little bit
them.
this time as well, right? So
Tell us none of them.
there's 2 real comments. And the real comment is from Ryan and John.
There you go. So we're both
There we go.
Cool. We'll take that.
and we all
We'll take
agree
We'll
that
take
PK's
We'll
stream
take
is definitely not worse than Eli's, then, don't we?
We'll take the hat off today to prove it.
Nah, not today.
Oh, okay,
not
cool.
today. I ain't got a trim today.
Okay. Finally, then on to the on-pitch stuff. Obviously, just 2 games left, and Sudbury behind by 6 points still. Need 1 point from our remaining 2 games. We've got Great Waker in on the weekend. How are we feeling about it?
Like them teams there that are playing under what's his name? Harry Redknapp teams, and what's the other
Sam
guy?
Allardyce.
Sam Allardyce, Big Sam's teams. That's what I call them. Them guys there come out ready to fight, ready to do anything, whatever it takes. I don't like them guys, man.
I think it's very important this game we get an early goal. And we've got to be careful with these permutations, right? So the reason that point is needed, because I know some people look at the league table and say we've got 6 points on them, there's only 6 points available, and we've got a 6 better goal difference.
Yeah.
The reality of it is, right, if we lost 2 games, the least damage our goal difference is going to take is -2, least, maybe more if you lost 2 games. If they win 2 games, the least theirs is going to improve is 2. So that +6 could be as little as... The best it could be would be 2 ahead. The reality is Sudbury win games 3-4-0 all the time. So the goal difference would probably end up being against us if it was level on points. It isn't big enough. So we just need to get that point, which hopefully we're doing Saturday.
Well, yeah, that's it, man. It could be all done on Saturday, guys. So that's going to be the end of this episode. If you want to come down to the game where we could potentially win it, by the way, this will be going out before that game is played. Make sure you check out our social channels. All the details will be on there. If you also want to listen to the full extended version of this podcast, if you're watching this on YouTube, head over to our audio platforms. You can go ahead and listen to it over there. I'm just excited for Saturday, man. Like, we could be lifting... Well, I hope it doesn't look like this. I hope it looks a little bit better than this. But something similar.
That is the first trophy hashtag ever won, by the way. You know that? First trophy hashtag ever won. 5-a-side in Brixton.
Brixton,
Yeah, and we were the plate
know, in
winners,
the
which is like the backup
trenches.
tournament. We lost the first game, so we went into the plate. We won that. Faisal Mansdog Manji played in that. Wes Tanser played in that. I played in that. Other names are available.
Well, yeah. Hopefully we're lifting something similar to this on Saturday. And yeah, up the tags.
Len Salomon Stadium,
Be there.
Saturday, 3 p.m. Be there or be squared. Bring a bottle, get bottled.
Up the tags.